Yo, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to complete a secret quest here in Ghost of Yotei. So if you ever make it to the Amber Respite Shrine, you may have noticed there's a small puzzle down here, but there's also a small note as well. It says, to those who climb the trail. Once you picked up this note, the game will activate a quest, which is actually pretty easy to complete, and I really wasn't expecting this. So if you guys have found this quest or wondering how to complete it, it says the note asks that we leave our regrets in a basket with blue flowers found around the trail of the Amber Respite Shrine. So if you guys haven't completed the shrine, this is also how you will do that as well. So you may want to pick this up if you ever are around this area. So if you follow my path, I'll show you guys where to go. Now, the blue flowers luckily are not until towards the end. There were some blue flowers along the path that I did try and pick up, but they didn't actually create progress. So I'll see you guys when we get to the top, and I'll explain exactly how to get this done. So you may notice here there's a few flowers along the water. However, I did not receive progress when I picked these up. I'm not really too sure why, but I'll show you where I was able to receive progress later on. So once you make it to the top, go ahead and activate the shrine. You can also just fast travel up here if you've already been here. Now, what you'll have to do is a little confusing, so let me explain how to get the blue flowers. So there's actually two paths to take. One to go back down the mountain, and then there's another one where you slide down this cliff here. So you'll see there it says to descend, but if you make your way over to the right, you can actually slide down the slope. Now, at first, I thought this would just take me back down to the bottom, and it actually does, but there's a few stops along the way, and down here is where you'll finally be able to find the blue flowers. So let me show you where to do this at once we make our way down. So at first I thought I would just make my way all the way to the bottom, but you notice we're sort of at a halfway point, and this is not the same area as before. And now it will tell you guys to collect the flowers once more. So after scavenging around this area for a bit, I was able to find one blue flower here at the waterfall. Now it's basically just the same as the hydrangea that we found on the way up, but like I said, I'm not really too sure why these count and those don't. I guess you have to be in this area in order for it to track. So at first I was honestly stuck and just started exploring because I was pretty fascinated by the fact that this area even existed. And then before I knew it, I just randomly had quest progress complete, and I actually had to go back and check to figure out how I even did this because I was pretty captivated by the area itself. Now, for the second flower, if they don't spawn in randomly around this area, they may only spawn in specific locations. So if you see here, I was able to pick up another hydrangea, and then if you swipe up, you'll be able to see whether or not you have progress or not. So there's the one. Then I came over here to this peak, and I was stuck here for a bit. I was so distracted taking screenshots that I honestly hadn't even realized that I had made quest progress, which is pretty wild. So as you can see there, we now have the second flower. And there's actually something secret that I found back here as well. Maybe it has something to do with another quest or something. It actually had nothing to do with this one though, so I was stuck over here for a second as well. So this is where the third blue flower is found. However, if you actually take the time to make your way around this corner, like I said, it probably has something to do with another quest or something. I don't know honestly, but if you make your way around here, there's this pretty incredible mural, and so I'm not really too sure what this is about, but you can check it out for yourself if you like. Now that you have all three of the blue flowers, though, we will need to go and place them in this basket. So if you're wondering where that is now, you will make your way back over here to this peak that I was at earlier, and you will be able to actually now fast travel down to the bottom. So you'd actually just simply bring open your map. There's no way to actually do it from here. You want to just pull up in your map, and you can fast travel back to the shrine or back down below, which is awesome. Now we'll have this as a fast travel point. You can come back up to the peak anytime you want. And now that you're back down low, you'll see this. You can place the flowers in it and complete the quest. Hopefully this helps, and I will catch you guys in the next one.